It's Friday morning here in Texas as we await the green light to signal the beginning of a wet practice session. The teams will be working hard to eke out as much performance as possible. It's really good to be back in America at a circuit that's quickly becoming very popular with both the fans and the drivers. Not only is it an interesting track to drive on, but it also provides a number of really good overtaking opportunities.
The straight just before turn 12 is a great place to overtake. It's within the first DRS zone, so the cars can easily close the 1 second gap and get in front before the corner. And if you aren't quite close enough for the move, have a go anyway and see if you can force the other driver into a possible mistake.
Watching some of the cars attack the high-speed corners, it occurred to me that this might be one of the more awkward tracks to prepare a car for. Do you go for top speed over grip, or do you look to maximise performance in all the corners?
This is the kind of track that rewards good aero, so Red Bull and Mercedes should go well here. To be honest, they go well at most tracks, but their downforce package is so efficient that they could enjoy an even bigger advantage.
Hello guys and welcome back to my F1 2015 career mode in the 2014 season, driving as Daniil Kvyat. We are here for round 17, the American Grand Prix. Only 2 more rounds left after this race, so this race is really important. Last time out in Russia, as per usual, I'm going to give you a couple of seconds just to pause this video and go check out that one, which I really suggest that you go and watch it because it's an absolute fantastic race. Okay, so, last time out in Russia, we started from the back of the grid and had an absolute amazing drive to come home in 7th. It was an absolute thrilling race, loads of overtakes. So, we'll be looking to do more of the same in this race today, but obviously not starting from the back of the grid. This time out in America, it's a track that I absolutely love and I thoroughly enjoy this track. And as per usual, nothing happened in practice. Let's have a look at the results.
That's the end of practice, and it's Lewis Hamilton who was able to achieve the fastest time on the track today.
So, a wet practice session meant that Lewis Hamilton tops the timesheets, and surprisingly, Daniel Ricciardo comes second, 6 tenths off the time of Lewis Hamilton's. Nico Rosberg is in third. Our teammate Jean-Eric Vergne just beating us by a tenth of a second, down in 13th, and we are down in 14th. Let's have a look at our lap for one-shot qualifying.
It's time for today's qualifying session to begin here in the United States. Welcome to the Circuit of the Americas. Austin's a relatively new circuit on the Formula One calendar, and with so few winners, no one has yet been able to stamp their authority on this track. There isn't any one driver that you can guarantee will dominate here.
This year there are so many drivers who could get onto pole position by the end of today's qualifying session. It could be a 4 or 5 way battle. Either way, it's going to be an exciting few minutes.
Here we go, one-shot qualifying for the American Grand Prix. Let's take a look at the lap. Here we go then, as we open up round the last corners, we open up the straight, opening DRS now and then crossing the line as we start the lap. Down into P3 on straight line speed already. Very nice turn 1, quite a lot of elevation, so you can't actually see the apex for turn 1. Now we see it, so we're going to turn in for it. Nico Rosberg takes the lead of this session. We're down into P4, but then Lewis Hamilton takes the lead of the session. We're back up into P3. So a very good start to this session as we're going through the S's that imitate Maggotts and Beckett's of the British Grand Prix. Still in P3rd into this long right-hander now. And then into the left, then the right. Still in P3 for now. It's a very good lap so far. Maybe a bit wide there as we lose the back end. That's going to compromise our exit down into the turn before the long DRS straight. We are down into P6 for now with that bad exit as Lewis Hamilton has just shot away. So here we go into this very tight left-hander as we get down, our foot down way too early, losing the back end under traction, and that's put us down into P9 for now as we get the DRS open on this very long straight, running down in P10 at the moment. So can we catch up in these next couple of corners before the end of the lap? Under braking, locking up just a tad, but it makes us go wide, which is really bad there as we're going into this very nice section, but we lock up very slightly there again. Now we've got a double left-hander to compete with. You don't really clip the first apex, you just run it wide and then you clip the second apex, that one right there. So losing the back end slightly. Now we've got these right hand corners which imitate the left hand corners back in the Turkish Grand Prix. Here we go. Still in P10 at the moment, into this fast left-hander. Can we make any more positions before the line? Running it just a tad wide, but not over the white line. Last corner now. Can we make any positions? Looks like it's going to be P10, as we're going to get the DRS open and cross the line for P10 in this qualifying session.
What a session it's been for Mercedes today. They've locked the front row of the grid for tomorrow's race.
Well, both these drivers have been working hard with the team to ensure they get maximum performance out of the car, and it looks like they've found the right combination, at least in qualifying trim. Now, we need to see how they get on in the race.
Lewis Hamilton tops the timesheets for the qualifying session in the United States Grand Prix, with Nico Rosberg second, only just though by 1/10 of a second. Sebastian Vettel was in third, with Daniil Ricciardo fourth, then Valtteri Bottas and Kimi Raikkonen, then Fernando Alonso is in seventh with Felipe Massa eighth, Jenson Button is ninth, and we round off the top 10 in 10th position. Our teammate is down in 12th, quite a bit off our time, 1 second off our time in fact. So Jean-Eric Vergne is slacking quite a bit to us. We are unfortunate not to get a better lap time. I feel like I could have done a lot better, but messed up on quite a lot of the corners. And without any further ado, let's have a look at how we do for the United States Grand Prix.
Welcome to Texas, where we've had approximately 120,000 race fans through the gates to attend this year's US Grand Prix. They're excited, we're excited. I hope you're excited too. Lewis Hamilton absolutely drove it like he stole it yesterday, storming to pole position. He'll be intent on continuing in that aggressive vein in today's race to secure the victory.
He has clean air in front of him, so we'll be hoping he can create a gap over the first few laps. If the cars in second and third can keep close until the first round of pit stops, then they may be able to take advantage on the undercut.
Last year we saw Sebastian Vettel storm to victory here, but is it realistic that the German can repeat that performance today?
This season hasn't been as easy for Seb as it was last year, but this is a track that suits his driving style. He'll be hoping for another strong result again here today.
So here we go, it's race day, it's the American Grand Prix, starting from P10 on the grid and very much looking to capitalise from there and get a good position. Let's have a look at the race strategy. Starting on the option tyres and pitting for the primes around lap 6 or 7 of this 14 lap race. Let's get it started. So here we go, United States Grand Prix, how can we do? 5 lights, and away we go for the USA Grand Prix as we get off to a very average start as per usual. Nico Hülkenberg goes past, and so does Kevin Magnussen. We've also got a teammate going up on the left. What a great move from him. Look how many positions Jean-Eric Vergne has made as we bump into our teammate, in fact, and he's got ahead of us and in head of Jenson Button for now, as he's going to go round the outside of Jenson Button. We're going round the outside of Nico Hülkenberg. We've made the move stuck on him. Now Jenson Button has got past Jean-Eric Vergne going through the S's section. We'll be looking to get past Jean-Eric Vergne anytime soon. Will we go up the inside of this right-hander? Yes, we do. Great move on Jean-Eric Vergne. We saw the gap and we went for it. Up next is Jenson Button. Can we go up to the inside here? We go for it. Side by side with Jenson Button. We lose the back end like we did in qualifying. And Jenson Button just shoots past us. We nearly actually clip his his right rear tyre as he came through. Now, under braking towards... This is where we lost the back end in qualifying last time. We don't manage it this time. So can we get past Jenson Button? He's got a lot faster straight line speed with that Mercedes power in the back of his McLaren. Running down towards this left hander. Will we have a look up the inside? Looks like we're close enough to go for it. No, we don't. We just back out. We just sit behind for now, as it looks like we've got a Ferrari and a Williams fighting up ahead of us. Still in P10, so haven't made any moves on this lap at the moment. We'll stay in the same position that we started in. Behind Jenson Button as we go into this left hand. And Jenson Button, I remember in one race, made quite a lot of moves on that corner. That was his favourite corner of this Grand Prix, to be honest. As we're going to have a look around this very long right-hand corner. We're going up the inside and now around the outside of this next corner. Have we made the move stick? Jenson Button still on our outside. We touch wheels. Going into the final corner now, looks like we're just going to sit behind. We take a wider line, try and get a good exit off that corner. But Jenson Button has just got so much better acceleration on us in that McLaren. As we go down towards turn 1, under braking now, onto this elevation. Now turning into turn 1. Can we make a move on him anytime soon? We need to get past him as soon as possible so we can hunt down Felipe Massa, I believe that is. And obviously Kimi Raikkonen, who we are fighting with in the championship at the moment. Going through the S's section. Will we go up the inside again like we did on Jean-Eric Vergne? The gap's there, but Jenson Button just squeezes it out. We make contact with him, but not too much to force any of us off the road. Now we go up the inside, where we went last time. This time it looks like we've made the move stick. Haven't lost the back end. That's an absolute fantastic move on Jenson Button there. Now, up next is Felipe Massa. We'll be looking to close him down anytime soon, which we have, but it's taken 4 laps to do so. We're on the back of Felipe Massa, and I believe it is pit stop time. That's what it said in the race strategy, lap 6 or 7. So either be this lap or the next lap. We're right behind Felipe Massa. We come in and so does he. So can we jump Felipe Massa in the pit stops? That's what it's all about. Come on, you Toro Rosso boys. Let's get a better pit stop time than the Williams. Come on, here we go. Going through the pit lane now. Very slow. This is not what you need in a race, but obviously you've got to do it. Coming up to the pit stop. Come on, boys. What can we do? It's a 2.3. That's an absolute fantastic stop, and we've done the jump on Felipe Massa. The Williams boys could not keep up with our Toro Rossos. What an absolute amazing stop that was. We're down into P12 for now, but that's obviously because the other teams have not pitted yet. So we should jump back up into P8, I believe, after all the drivers have reshuffled into their positions. As we skip ahead to the end of lap 7 to have a look at where we will come out in the in positions after everyone else has pitted. As Gutierrez ahead of us, he pits in. Rosberg is in first place after Lewis Hamilton has now pitted. And it looks like we're going to be P8, yes, so we're P8 ahead of Jenson Button and ahead of Felipe Massa, who is behind us. Kimi Raikkonen is up next. He's the guy who we are obviously fighting with in the championship, so we'll be looking to catch him up as soon as possible. As we cut ahead to lap 9, we are right behind Kimi Raikkonen now for P7 at the moment. So it looks like we got past Lewis Hamilton. I don't know what happened to him, but we have got past him. I believe yes, so he's right behind us. He is right on our tail now. Will he go for a move up the inside or outside of turn 1? Doesn't look like it, but we've locked up. We've gone wide and we've just opened the door. Lewis Hamilton is just going to squeeze by. No need to really fight him there because he is in the Mercedes, but we make contact with him. And he's just stopping on a place where you could just go flat out. I don't know what he was doing there. Maybe he was just getting annoyed because we made contact with him. That's really messed us up through the S's section, as you can see. We need to regain that and keep as close behind him so we can catch up and get Kimi Raikkonen as soon as possible. As Lewis Hamilton has gone through. We're on lap 10 at the moment. In P8, Lewis Hamilton's got past. Up next after him is Kimi Raikkonen. So here we go. Looks like this is the end of lap 8. Lewis Hamilton is right on the back of Kimi Raikkonen now. He's got the DRS open. Looks like he's going to go to the inside up towards turn 1 as they go up the climb towards turn 1. Looks like he's already got the move stuck on him as they go into the first corner. Kimi Raikkonen had nothing to defend with there, and it was an easy move for Lewis Hamilton in the end. As we cut ahead to, I believe this is the next lap and on the next DRS straight as well. So he is right behind Fernando Alonso now. Looks like he's going to make another move in the DRS. He's already got past before he even got to the DRS. And there we go. That's move done on Fernando Alonso. He's going to just tuck back under braking into the left-hander. And up next to him, I believe, is Sebastian Vettel. Can he get past Sebastian Vettel anytime soon? As we cut ahead to ourselves, I believe this is the same lap. So yes, lap 12. Same lap as Lewis Hamilton got past Fernando Alonso. We're going to go past Kimi Raikkonen, surely. We're going to have the DRS in. We are so close to him now. We can go up into P7 if we just get past him. We're going to move to the left, and that's an easy move with DRS as we go into this left-hander. Under braking now into the left-hander, and that's move done on Kimi Raikkonen up into P7. Up next for us now is Fernando Alonso. We'll be looking to get past him as soon as possible. As Lewis Hamilton on the same lap. At the end of that lap, I believe, is trying a move on Sebastian Vettel. Surely Sebastian Vettel's got DRS on Felipe Massa, but the straight line speed of that Mercedes is just too powerful for the Red Bulls. He's going to go up the inside of turn 1, although Sebastian Vettel is still there on the outside. Can Sebastian Vettel stay there? Yes, he can. He's still there. He's tucked back up ahead of Lewis Hamilton. As Lewis Hamilton's going to go round the outside now, and that's move done into the S's section. And up next for him is Valtteri Bottas. Can he get past Valtteri Bottas anytime soon? So, he's right behind Valtteri Bottas now. This is the same lap, just a little bit further down the road. As we go into the left-hander, he's right behind him. He's going to get DRS. However, the Williams has a very good straight line speed that can match the Mercedes. However, with the DRS, I think it's going to be tough for Valtteri Bottas to defend as Lewis Hamilton just goes up the inside. And that's move done for Lewis Hamilton before he's even got to the left-hander. That's a great move there as well. Up next for him is Daniil Ricciardo, but he's now in the podium positions. As we can't head to the next lap. He's right behind Daniil Ricciardo now. He's going to get the DRS, and the Red Bull has very slow straight line speed, so it'll be an easy move for Lewis Hamilton. Look, so much easier than when he overtook Valtteri Bottas on the previous lap. And that's move done. He's up into second place. I believe Nico Rosberg is just a bit too far down the road for him, so I think this will be his finishing position. Now we're cutting to head to us on lap 14. We're behind Fernando Alonso now. We'll be looking to get past him as soon as possible because this is the last lap, but we've lost the back end twice there. We've gone onto the grass. It's going to allow Kimi Räikkönen to catch up so much on us. There he is. He's going to have a better drive out the corner. He's going to be so much faster when he arrives at us, which is right now. He doesn't have DRS though, so that is to our advantage, but he's gone up the inside, and it's very easy to make a move once you're up the inside of this corner, especially as we run wide. So, Kimi Räikkönen back up into P7. We're going to need to get past him, probably with a drastic move, maybe up the inside here. Can we do that? Let's have a look. We're going for it. Up the inside, we'll go side by side into this corner, but with the better drive out of the corner, Kimi Räikkönen will retake 7th position as we're going into these right-hand corners. Maybe up the inside of Kimi Räikkönen. No, we just back out of it. Up the inside here. Can we try it? We go onto it and we actually clip Kimi Räikkönen. And we've hit the wall. We've hit the wall. That's going to allow Felipe Massa to get past. That is another collision with Kimi Räikkönen. We just cannot stop fighting with him. It's like when Felipe Massa and Lewis Hamilton had that battle back in 2011 or 12, I believe. It's exactly the same as that. We just keep on crashing into Kimi Räikkönen. We're going to come home for a very disappointing 9th position in this USA Grand Prix.
Another great drive from Nico Rosberg sees the German bring his Mercedes home in first place to claim yet another win.
Ultimately, it's all about whoever reaches the checker flag first, and today was his day.
After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
So there we go. Nico Rosberg wins the USA Grand Prix ahead of his teammate Lewis Hamilton, but that was because Lewis Hamilton made one more stop. I don't know why he made another stop. I don't know what happened to him there, but it allowed him to be 16 seconds off the pace of his teammate. Daniil Ricciardo finishes in 3rd with Valtteri Bottas 4th. Sebastian Vettel is in 5th, Fernando Alonso 6th, Kimi Räikkönen 7th. Felipe Massa overtook us on the last couple of corners because we crashed into Kimi Räikkönen, so he finishes in 8th. We're down in 9th position, Jenson Button 10th, and our teammate Jean-Eric Vergne narrowly missing out on the points. Let's have a look at how that race affects the drivers' standings. In the drivers' standings, we remain in 7th position, but Kimi Räikkönen has caught up the gap to only 2 points, with only 2 more races remaining in this career mode. Thank you very much for watching this race. Don't forget to join me next time for the Brazilian Grand Prix. And thank you very much for watching. Have a